Hello, girls and non-girls. So, I've done this video about like 6 or 5 times. I've tried to do this video, but every time that I put out the post asking for the questions, I don't find the motivation to actually answer these questions. So, instead of actually answering the questions that have been piling up and up and up for years and years of time, I asked my server and you guys for new questions to your cues, your beautiful, beautiful cues.
I ended up losing motivation again for this video and put it off for months. I'm now sorry.
What? It's vinegar. Puss.
What app do you use to draw? I think this is the most common question literally any artist gets asked, but like, dude, guys, please, I put every application that I use in the description of every single video that I use. It's Procreate and Magma. How did you come up with the character 06? So actually, I made 06 because at the start of 2020, I wanted to do more doodly style stuff, and all of my personas in the past had been too humanized to draw frame by frame stuff without it looking too detailed and not being able to replicate it. So I created this character. At first, she actually looked much more human than she does now as a persona of myself. And at first she didn't have her iconic smile, but slowly over time, she became more of a commercialized, saturated mascot that she is now. How many chapters did you plan for God Among Us with VAR-MS? Actually, if you don't know, God Among Us is a webcomic series that me and my friends created together that first started with VAR-MS, but now with a bunch of cool people. And actually, we don't have a chapter limit in sight, with everyone doing different parts of it and not always having the full team on a single chapter if somebody is busy, because we are all on different parts of the planet. So it is kind of hard to schedule a time where all of us are free at the same time. So chapters always differ every time that a new chapter is made. So yeah, I'm not sure is my answer. How many siblings do you have? 2. 3 words. Opinions on emos. How do you have opinions on something that you are? I don't actually know if I'm emo. I would consider myself friendly. I don't know. What does that even mean? Are raccoon tails really worth the swag? See, they look so cool, right? You see Scene Kids and you're like, oh my god, that is absolutely awesome. But my experiences is after 3 months, they fade into this really weird color where you're like, I promise I did not choose this look, okay? It still looks cool, but they fade really quickly. So I would suggest just getting extensions that are dyed that way, just so it doesn't fade when you wash your hair. What's your favorite Deltarune character? KK. Do you think younger you would love how you are today or hate it? Surprisingly, I think she would be very, very excited for me. Like, I have been in this community, the animation meme community, the art community, etc., for so long, and like my dream job was to do this, was to make animation memes and to let so many people see my animations and art and like be able to create the animations and art that I do today. And like just being able to achieve something like this, like maybe it's not big to you, but I think younger me would be very, very happy for me. What is your sign? Chronic anxiety with the side of dysthemia. How do you draw? You find little babies with artistic ability and wring them out like little washcloths, and then you drink all of the drawing juice. What impression do you want most people to get out of your work? I want them to be amused. I don't want them to be overwhelmed or underwhelmed. I want them to be whelmed, Why don't we have a word for that? Being perfectly whelmed. Are 06's clothes like the gems in Steven Universe? Like, is that his skin? It is his skin. He is completely naked at all times. When did you start animating? Since I was 12 years old, I received a phone and I took screenshots of Ibis Paint and I made the Mine animation meme, and everything has been going downhill since. What are some artists that if given the chance you would work with? Honestly, so many. There are so many like musical artists that I would love to make music videos for, or just animators in general, like my mutuals, but I'm just too scared to ask, so I just hang out with my cool crew. Well, that's enough questions for today. My motivation juice is running low. Guess I gotta go and get a new one. I don't know where this is going. Thank you for watching. Bye!